Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be having a look, rather unsurprisingly, again at Grashraks Despoilers. Before we begin, if you'd like to see more videos like this one, please hit the subscribe button and destroy the bell button so that you guys never miss an upload. So, played these guys once and I lost, so hopefully I won't colour the video with my loss because it's not necessarily their fault, it might have been mine being silly. Yes, so, as it says, the Gorkin of Grashraks Despoilers hate all things pure with bestial vehemence that knows neither reason nor restraint. Their overriding drive is to tear down the trappings of civilization, to ruin beauty and order wherever they find it, leaving only roiling chaos and bloody wreckage in their wakes. Having butchered a gore-slick path through the depths of the gnawing forest to the writhing hills, the herd of bestial brutes have now plunged into the tunnels of Beastgrave in search of fresh victims to tear limb from limb and new marvels to smash asunder. So it looks like we'll probably be starting with the leader guy. Draknar, I think is the leader. Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Yes, he is. No, he isn't. No, he isn't. Is that the leader? Good gosh. I can't see any leader symbol, so no, I'm guessing he isn't. Gosh, I should know, man. Come on, we'll start with him anyway. Draknar. He has a range 1 attack, 2 hammers, 3 damage, so it does a lot of damage. Pretty good. 1 shield, so not the best, and he has a movement of 4, 3 wounds, so not the best in the world. But it says he inspires when 2 or more enemy fighters are out of action. So yeah, basically, if you kill 2 guys, it has to be enemies. So I assumed it was if 2 or more fighters are out of action, but I didn't read it correctly when I played, so I was being very silly. When he inspires, he has cleave and he swings 3 daggers instead. Let me just reread that. So he goes from 2 hammers to 3 daggers, which is about of an equal chance, maybe, but you get more chance of doing a crit. So 2 50-50s plus or 3 1/3. It's the same amount of chance, isn't it? Now, statistics isn't my thing, so please tell me in the comments down below where I'm being daft. Cleave is also good against armoured foes if you're going against many. So this guy in the warband, in the set, is good for killing the guy with the horse legs, pretty much. I think this is one of the plebs. Gnarl. Gnarl, yeah. He has, he inspires the same way. He has 2 wounds, 1 dodge, and moves 4. So he is a pleb, but he has a ranged attack, so that's good. And the flint axe is okay. So he literally, I can't say anything more than he's a bit of a pleb, to be honest. But obviously numbers can add up, so don't entirely discount the guy. And that ranged attack can push people off things and objectives, keep guys away from yours. Always a good thing. So he has a threat bubble of 7 hexes because he can move and then attack, so he could charge and do it that way. When he inspires, let's see. The only thing that gets better really there is his flint axe. He swings 3 daggers instead. So this guy's not going to win you the game, not particularly. Does he move faster? He moves 4. So we're going to go to probably the next pleb along. Nope. This will be the leader, I do believe. Grashnak Fellhoof. He has a level 1 wizard, so he's got an NVQ level 1 in wizardry. This is what me and James like to say. If you are listening to the video, James, feel free to agree. The amount of times when we use spellcasters or psychics in Warhammer 40k and they don't do very good, we always say they've got, no offense to anyone with an NVQ, but an NVQ level 1 in spellcasting. So he has the Obsidian Blade, which has 2 hammers and 2 damage. So that's pretty decent. 4 wounds, which is the minimum you'd expect out of a character. 1 dodge characteristic, and he moves 4. It says at the start of the game, and whenever an enemy fighter is taken out of action, put a ritual counter on this card. And then it says reaction. During a friendly fighter's attack action, Before the attack roll, remove a ritual counter from this card. If you do, you can reroll 1 dice on the attack roll. So, it's pretty good. So you don't have to use an action, but it's more passive. So you have to be... Sorry, I'm missing a whole sentence out here. The other warband, Skaith's Wild Hunt or whatever it's called, has a dude with the horn counter that does a similar thing, except with this guy, it's obviously at the start of a game and whenever an enemy fighter start of the game, so you have 1 ritual counter, and when an enemy fighter is taken out of action, put a ritual counter on this card, and you can... It just says during a friendly fighter's attack action, so it could be anyone's, so not just him, anyone's, so you can make anyone more likely to reroll and get an attack off, which is good. But you have to kill people, which is what you want to be doing, because that's their aim, is to kill people. So, he has no spell attacks, which is a bit annoying, considering he's a wizard, so you'd have to use gambits to do that. He then, when he's inspired, he gains a level 2 NVQ. He then gains cleave, and he doesn't get better in any other way. So, and he also doesn't have a spell attack action, which I think is a bit pants, and because he's your leader, you prefer them to be slightly better as wizards. That's one thing the Skaith's Wild Hunt does, is that they have a spellcaster who's not the leader, which is quite a big thing, in my opinion. Let's have a little look. So this guy is an interesting one. He is called Korsh the Sneak. So he's a pleb, so don't let that... he is a pleb, basically. It's got a pretty much plebby stat line, to be fair. We've already covered that. You can see what it says. It says he also has the action. So using 1 of your 12, if this fighter is on an edge hex and has no move tokens, place them in any edge hex and give them a charge token. So you can basically get to another side of the board. So you could move basically to encircle them. You could just move to the other side to basically to escape. You probably want to use, because he's a pleb, you probably want to use him to support a fighter who needs it, maybe. That's probably the best way to do it. Now, tell me in the comments if you know better, and tell the guys below what you would do. So when he's inspired, he swings 3 daggers instead, and he has 2 dodge, which is not too bad, to be fair. Slightly more defensive. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's other ways you can do it. So you could do... There's probably gambits and stuff that help you do damage when you move along. So, always good. And here we have... Have we already been through this guy? No, we haven't. Murgorth, the Half-Horn. He's also a hunter. Probably one of the better plebs in the fact that he does 2 damage. Yeah, pretty much. That's it. He's got no special there, really, has he? 2 daggers, 2 damage, so he's the better of the plebs. Let's flip him over. He then swings 3 daggers and does 2 damage, and he stays the same. So, yeah, a standard guy, really, to be honest. He's not exceptionally cool, apart from his 2 damage. So, a lot of you guys are not really big hitters. Have we already gone through this guy? Have we? Ushkor? It looks like the other guy. He looks like the other guy. Except this guy swings 2 daggers to do his bow and arrow attack, which is better, to be fair. Let's see what he does when he inspires. Even better, but not the best in the world. So his bow swings 3 daggers, so he's more than likely going to move someone at least, or do some damage. And his flint knife is better, so he's actually the better one of the plebs than the other guy, I think, unless we're going back around again. Have we gone back around again? We've gone back around again, and I do apologise. Yes, we have. That was a waste of time. I imagined that he was better than he was. So these are how to paint and how to thingy, but I'm not going to go over them. We'll go over the playstyle. Grashraks Despoilers are fast, versatile, and utterly lethal. I disagree with that, but with a combination of magical spells, bows, and one very angry beastigore, they are capable of brutalizing opponents at any range with their leader Grashrak, allowing them full access to all manner of magical gambits. Capable of striking suddenly and without warning, they can, with some careful planning and a little luck, leave enemy warbands reeling following a single lightning attack. Ungor fighters are essential for taking objectives and setting up attacks, with Great Bray Shaman Grashrak and Beastigor Draknar finishing foes with their savage effectiveness. They're also more than capable of capturing far-flung objectives using their speed to outmaneuver slower opponents. Yeah, but only just. They're a decent speed, but they're not like over the powered in speed, to be fair, are they? So that was the playstyle, right? Okay. It says, when playing Grashraks Despoilers, knowing when to strike and when to hold back is key. That's true of any warband, so that's not exactly mind-blowing. In early activations of a round, use your Ungors to pick away at the opponent with their bows and nifty support for later and attack action. When you use your superior mobility to keep the opponents at arm's length before finishing them with a spell from Grashrak or the brutal charge from Draknar, don't be afraid to play the objectives either. They'll help you generate some crucial glory in the early rounds. Make sure to pick off weaker enemy fighters first to make the most of Grashrak's ability. By doing so, you'll bank some crucial rerolls for harder attack actions against tougher fighters. So, I agree with that, mainly. So I felt it was underwhelming, but I'm willing to give them another go, to be brutally honest. I think this guy's attack power is pretty good. Let's see, I don't think it increases that much when it does. So he has a decent chance of doing damage and killing guys with shields, so he is actually decent. But with those 3 wounds, he can go down like a sack of spuds. Let's go back to thingy. I think you will be using them 2 as your main 2 dudes, if I'm brutally honest, with his ability. So you'd start off with 1 ritual counter and gain a reroll for Draknar, because it doesn't say you have to use it on him. It just says, during a friendly fighter's attack action, before an attack roll, remove a ritual counter. If you do so, you can reroll. So you'd have to use it just as a... You'd use the token and then go, right, I'm not going to think. So what you do is you're almost going to guarantee that you'll get it back. Now, this guy's not an insubstantial fighter in his own right, but your big hitter is Draknar, to be brutally honest. And I'd probably play him again, where I'd just play him with Draknar and the other guy, and maybe the bow and arrow dudes, just to support and to shoot people off things. Yes, I'm going to end the video there because I feel like I'm trailing off. Tell me if you've had a completely different experience with these guys. Maybe I just didn't play the cards right. Very, very, very likely. Let me know in the comments. Tell people and share the love. And as ever, thank you for watching.